Okay, so welcome. Welcome everyone live or on replay to our Sirius Blu-ray Dolphin activation. And this is offered for free as a part of the Dolphin Healing Collective, which technically should be every month, but you guys, sometimes I have an issue doing it every month because I've got a lot going on. So it's like every month or every 2 months we do these free calls together where we work with the whales, the dolphins, the ocean. We bless them and we receive blessings from them. So, this is a special event, a special call today that I was so excited when I figured out that this day was happening. So every year, probably a lot of you know that we have the Syrian Gateway within the first week of July, which is when my birthday is. I came on a Syrian Gateway. And what essentially this means is that Sirius is in alignment with the sun. And so typically it's considered around July 3rd to July 7th or July 1st to July 7th. It's just, it holds that frequency, right? There's a precise point where it comes into alignment, but a few days before and a few days after, the energy is still said to be really strong. So that few days before and after is called the Syrian Gateway. And today, if you're live, or if you're on replay close to when we share this, is July 5th. So I did this myself. I looked at astrology maps and figured out that July 5th was when Sirius went exact with this sun. So that means that the sun and Sirius, the star, is right behind the sun. So if you're looking at the sun today, know that directly behind it, like arrow, bow, is the Sirius star system. Sirius is a multiple star system. It's not just one star, this Sirius. Sirius A, Sirius B, and a lot of channels say there is a Sirius C. In the Sophia code, if you know the Sophia code, Sirius C was said to make its ascension. So scientists can't find Sirius C. They've looked for it. They have said it doesn't exist. But I think that maybe it's because Sirius C, that whole civilization, really ascended and disappeared to us. I don't know. That's just a theory. But there are multiple stars in Sirius. And today is also the new moon. So that means that the moon is in alignment with the sun and Sirius. And today is the 5th. So 5 is a blue ray number. You can think about 5 being the throat chakra and that blue throat chakra, but there is a deeper, deeper meaning to that. But 5 is a blue ray number. And of course, Sirius is often called the blue star because, as you can see, it gives off this blue light, and you can actually see that with the naked eye when you look at Sirius. It just twinkles this blue. So yeah, I was really excited when I figured out that all this was happening on the same day, and I was like, oh my god, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. Joan says, I love that more relaxed schedule. No need for perfect monthly routine. Thank you for appreciating my flow. So if you are on replay, just know that you are still connecting into these frequencies, and you could actually do this call any time of the year and it would be powerful. So I also want to break down a little bit for those of you who are kind of interested in the astrological Syrian events that happen throughout the year. Just because I had to kind of figure this out myself through piecing different things together. And I just think for those of you who love Sirius and connect with it, it's really nice to just have all this information in one place. So there are 3 times of the year where Sirius, the energy of Sirius, is going to be really strong for us. So we have right now in the Syrian Gateway in July, but there's actually also another Syrian Gateway that nobody really talks about or celebrates. And it actually happens on the exact opposite of the year, which is New Year's, around New Year's Day, January 1st, before or after. July 2nd, my birthday, is right in the exact middle of the year. So that means that, the other side of it is the start of the year. The Sirius is actually still in alignment, but right now this Sirius is behind the sun, and January 1st around the sun and then the earth, and then Sirius is on the other side of the earth. So if that makes sense, right? We're like Earth, Sun, Sirius right now. January 1st around is Sun, Earth, Sirius. And then we have the Lionsgate portal. So the Lionsgate portal around 8/8 is when it's celebrated, is the ancient Egyptian holiday that would have lasted actually longer than just one day. It would have been several days or several weeks. And this is when Sirius was rising once more in the sky. Because, of course, right now, since Sirius is behind the sun, we can't see it. It's invisible to us. So it's going to be invisible until the Lionsgate portal around that time. It's going to be, rising in the sky once more. And this coincided with the flooding of the Nile, the waters, the life-giving waters in ancient Egypt. And Sirius was, debatably their most important star, for sure, one of their most important stars. So, yeah, so also that coming up 8/8, you have a little bit more information about what that is. And we celebrate Lionsgate on 8/8 for the numerology. It might not be August 8th that you actually see the star once more visibly on the horizon. It might be a little before, it might be a little bit after. But it is celebrated on 8/8 for that potent numerology. So just know that when you see in August this year a couple articles coming out that Lionsgate is stupid and it's not an actual astrological event, there is a little bit of truth to that, yes, but you know why. You know the whole story now around the different Syrian gateways. Um, Yes, exactly. And Clara says this year will be 888. Oh, New Year's is a special day for you, Maya, too. I love that. And Doria says her birthday's in the first week of January. It's so cool. And Yanina says, I'm always drawn to Sirius around the first. I always look for it in the sky. Ooh, cool. And Miss Jupiter says the intensity of life seems to have increased in the last week, like so much turmoil. Anyone else experiencing this? And can it be connected with this gate with Sirius? It could be. I'm not going to say it is, but there is a lot of heightened energy right now and a lot of light codes. So when we have these alignments, like today is like really, really a powerful one. Understanding that the suns, the stars of Sirius, interweave and interconnect with our sun really strongly. The stars have a network system, they have a grid system within themselves, and certain stars are more potently and directly, I would say more directly connected to others. Sirius is really connected to our sun always. So our sun is always going to be sharing light codes from Sirius anyway. But when we have this alignment, what it means is the suns and the stars of Sirius are pouring through our sun, and then our sun is just blasting us with these light codes of Sirius that it's sharing. And it's also going right into the crystalline core of Gaia, which is actually, many channelers say, and I can feel the truth in this, a sun, like in the core of Gaia, there is an actual star. So we have this, and what we're going to be doing in our activation today is we're going to be starting off with this triple star activation, the Gaia star, the sun of Gaia, our sun, and then the stars of Sirius, and really like working that energy through us. So we're going to be able to receive. Everyone on earth is going to be receiving in some way or have available to them these Sirian light codes. But when we take a moment to consciously connect, ground in, and intentionally receive, it's going to be a lot stronger and go a lot deeper. So, a little bit about Sirius, and let me know if you're live and if you're on replay, you can comment on YouTube. How familiar are you guys with Sirius? What do you know about Sirius? And you don't really need to logically know a lot. I know it's it's really fun to learn about galactic history and about Sirius. But for me, I think the most important is just the frequency and connecting energetically. Even if you feel like you don't, get too much logical information. But just to help our minds along today and to kind of activate some remembrance, I'm going to share a few pieces about Sirius. So, Sirius is a really important galactic center. It's like a place where in the galaxy, people are and beings are always coming and going. It's kind of like it's like a hub. It's like a universal galactic hub. And there's a lot of mystery schools. Sirius is famous and known throughout the galaxy and beyond for its mystery schools. Souls can come and can learn and can train there. Sirius is also one of the main places that a soul is going to first either incarnate in or study in their light bodies when they're preparing for a mission on planet Earth, because Sirius and the Earth are so connected. Sirius is the brightest star and star system for us in our sky. And so this is a place that, even if you feel like you are a starseed from somewhere else, you have really strong ties to the Pleiades or Andromeda or Arcturus. A lot of souls will have, especially souls with strong missions and who are really coming in to do some shit on planet Earth, are going to incarnate on Sirius or have lifetimes on Sirius, getting ready for their time here. I'm just gonna read some comments here. So Clara says, I know I'm Syrian in my soul strongly. Veronica says, I know nothing of Sirius. Michaela, which I love. Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Feminine Michael. I sometimes visit Sirius in my meditations, feel very energized and powerful afterward. Amazing. So in Sirius, there's a big diversity of beings as well. There's a lot. So if you think that like there's two stars at least, and you think about all of the different planets that are around those stars. So when we're talking about Sirius, we're not talking about a planet. We're talking about a whole star system with many, many different planets, many, many different cultures even within the greater culture of Sirius. So Sirius A is typically thought of, and the energy of Sirius A is typically thought to be a little bit more science oriented. Sirians are master geneticists. They understand DNA. They work with DNA, genetics, and are very intelligent and really interfaced a lot with humanity over the eons, especially right in Atlantis and ancient Egypt. And we actually have Sirian DNA. Our DNA is a mix of many, many, many different species and star nations giving DNA for this grand experiment on Earth. So when you connect in with Sirius and you receive the light of Sirius, one thing that's actually happening is you may be actually activating your Sirian DNA, these codes from Sirius in your DNA. Sirius B is a place, this system that is felt to be more watery, a bit more feminine in nature. And this is more so where you're going to find that strong dolphin and whale and mermaid energy, which is the energy we're leaning more into today. We'll see where we go. I never fully plan my transmissions. So if you feel really connected to the dolphins and the whales and the mermaids, you may find that connecting in with Sirius B and the starlight of Sirius B may be, right up your alley. Okay. So Yanina says, beings from Sirius seeded Lemuria. While I'm typing, I'm getting a huge activation in my throat chakra. Sirius was one of my stopover planets as an interdimensional galactic starseed. Yeah, it's a good way of putting it, a stopover place. Jewel says, I feel very strong beings from there. I feel drawn to the star system and the teachings. Bria says, familiar with Sirius as I'm a Lyran starseed and have incarnated there, but feel very drawn to Sirius B in this lifetime. I love working with cetaceans, mermaids, and the celestial waters. Yay. Uniqueness is also our water template. Yes, is connected to the star grid and waters of Sirius. Yes. Our water is very, very connected to Sirius. So, the dolphins, the whales, the dolphins, the orcas in our ocean are very, very connected to Sirius. Sirius in our galaxy is basically like the home zone of dolphins and orcas. Orcas are the biggest dolphin species. Whales are living in Sirius, but they're not as like deeply like originating kind of from Sirius as the dolphins and the orcas. Yeah, so I think that's all I want to share about Sirius. I think we'll just get right into the activation in a moment here. Live or replay, do you have any questions before we ground in? And the Blu-ray, okay, I actually did want to mention, so we work with the Blu-ray when it comes to Sirius, right? It does give off this blue frequency. It's interesting because you'll have different people say different things. You'll have some people say Sirian is a divine masculine energy, the blue is very divine masculine. And then you'll have some people who say, no, Sirius is very feminine, the Blu-ray is a feminine energy, it's Isis, it's Divine Mother, and both are true. Both are true. It depends on what lensing you're looking through. The Blu-ray itself, so the Blu-ray being a ray of Mother, Father, God, because Mother, Father, God in its pure energy and pure light fractals out to create and well to reveal the colors of the rainbow, even colors we don't even see or know about. And every ray is a quality or a collection of qualities of source. So when we're talking about the blue ray, we're talking about qualities of source that come through with the blue ray. They are leadership, divine power. There can be a little bit more of a divine masculine, like we can look at the qualities, in different ways, that divine masculine power and leadership, and like lightning bolt, Archangel Michael, sword of truth, piercing to the truth, authenticity, no bullshit kind of energy. And then more in the feminine Blu-ray energy, we have this mystic, like this mysticism, the oracle, the siren, the songstress, the sound, the waters, the ability, the gift to, really consciously or precisely, connect with our multidimensionality and channel through and bring through codes, sounds, information that is going to serve, that is going to bless. So, we have actually in many lineages, priestesses, the color, such as an Avalon, being blue. You have these Avalonian priestesses wearing a sapphire blue crescent moon on their third eye. So, the Blu-ray is dynamic, and there's a lot that you can find within the Blu-ray. At the end of the day, I would say if I could sum up the Blu-ray in like a couple words, it would be divine will. Divine will. It is honoring divine will, whether you're doing that in that more lightning bolt Blu-ray energy or you're serving that in that more feminine songstress oracular energy. It is serving divine will, which is why the Blu-ray is often called the first ray, because it is the foundation for all beauty and good things in the universe and all harmony, because it's divine will. The foundation must be divine will. And there's one thing else that came through, but it just, oh yeah. And so of course Archangel Michael is the principal archangel of the Blu-ray, or Arche of Faith, his feminine energy, or Michaela. And we can really feel this, why Archangel Michael may be the most famous archangel, because it's that like divine will. It's like the first order of business in the universe is like first divine will, and then first divine will and that divine power of that divine will, and then we will create on the template of divine will and build our, quantum reality and our playground. Okay. Um, Faiza says, will we be working with karma dissolving? Not directly, but you'll be receiving, you might, it really depends on how the Syrians are going to be working with you. They're going to be working with us individually. Laura says, I thought Isis is more golden, right? The energies I see for Isis are violet, blue, and gold as well, but it really depends, like, you can't put these ascended masters in a box, just like you wouldn't want to be put in a box. Like, you wouldn't want someone to be like, oh, but this is who you are, like this one thing you are, loving and pink rose and loving, and that's who you are. Like, yeah, but I'm also fierce, or I'm also like vulnerable, or I'm also like strong, and we're multidimensional beings. So especially an ascended master really, really has the ability to work on multiple rays. Gold is also associated with Sirius for sure. Blue and gold are very Syrian colors. And I've seen people channel through Isis on a pink ray and say that she really comes strongly on a rose gold pink ray as well. So it really depends on who's channeling and who's listening in, because it's, the universe is so multidimensional and multifaceted. It's really tempting for our minds to kind of put things in boxes, but it's like a radio station kind of thing. Like, someone might have known Isis in one lifetime. They might have studied with her or in her mystery schools in a certain frequency, and then there's another lifetime, another person, someone is in a different planet, in also studying in her energy, but there's a different frequency that comes through. So one person might be like, no, she's gold. No, she's violet. It just depends on what our soul kind of perspective and energies are with that, and with that being. Shannon says, that's funny. I always hear that Sirius is like us, as in it's more of a balance between the two. Oh, cool. Faiza says, I feel Lana Del Rey is a Blu-ray. She also loves blue like crazy. Love it. Okay, cool. All right, my dear. So let's get into our activation today. And this activation is going to shapeshift to what is going to most serve you. So just know that whatever you see, whatever you feel, whatever you experience is perfect. Yeah, and you just follow, as I'm going to share, different visualizations. We're going to go through a guided activation. But if you are seeing something different or experiencing something different than what I'm sharing, go with that. Just trust where you're being guided. And yeah, let's begin. So just get comfortable, have a sip of water. This is a time where we're going to, meditate and connect in. So I'll give you a moment to get kind of set up. And all right, so I'm gonna have one more sip of water before we tune in. Okay, so closing our eyes. And taking a deep breath. Taking a deep breath in now as we call forth each and every single one of our higher selves, live or on replay. Welcoming in your higher self, your spirit guides and your angels of divine love present with us. We call forth now Archangel Michael and the legions of light. We call forth Mother Mary and the angelic order of the blue ray. We call forth the higher realm Syrian dolphins, whales, and mermaids. we call forth the higher realm Sirian lion beings, including the ascended white lion beings of Sirius. We call forth beloved Sirian archangels and the masters of light of Sirius, the elder masters of light of Sirius now. We call forth the crystalline consciousness of Gaia and the essence of our sun, the crystalline consciousness of our sun. And we call forth any other beings of divine love, divine light, and divine abundance who serve the divine will of Mother, Father, God, who wish to be of assistance today, to come join us now. We set the intention to deeply serve every single soul listening live or on replay. And I ask that these beings of light, love, abundance, in the name of Mother, Father, God, begin now to weave a sacred space etherically in the quantum within and around us with our higher self's permission to create a safe, sacred, powerful space to connect in with Sirius today. I ask that any light codes, any transmissions, any activations come through in full collaboration with your higher self and your soul, and asking that your higher self and Archangel Michael ensures that all light codes, all energies that come through for your highest and best in a way that you can easily integrate with ease and grace, and that come through with coherence and integrate in with coherence in your four-body system. So taking a deep breath in and just feeling silently in your heart or aloud a yes if you are in agreement to opening the field today and being a part of this energetic space. Beautiful. Okay. So before us now, we have a beautiful Sirian elder presenting as like a lion being. And just taking a deep breath in now as you are being energetically prepared for this transmission. You have many guides around you, and the priestesses of Sirius are also here. They're working with the waters of this planet. They're working with the dolphins and the whales of this planet, in your water body, the waters of your body. And they're beginning to support your field in opening. And I want you to take several deep breaths here. There's some of us that have come from doing a lot or a busy day or lots of technology before this transmission. So first, they're just helping to unwind our nervous systems, our energy bodies, so we can be even more open and receptive to the codes and the frequencies that want to come through. You might hear a little bit of background noise because someone's mowing outside my window, but it will go very soon. All right, and I want you to send now a pillar of light, a grounding cord down, down, down into the crystalline core of Gaia, into the star of Gaia. Seeing, sensing, or feeling this grounding cord, this cord of light. And I want you to begin now traveling through this cord of light. And traveling through your light body, with your light body, into the crystalline core, the star at the center of Gaia. Breathing now into the crystalline core. And even if you feel like, oh, I don't know if I'm there, just set your intention. I intend to enter into the crystalline core of Gaia. I intend, good. I just intend to receive the light of Gaia. It doesn't matter if you're not super visual. It doesn't matter if you don't feel a lot. Just set your intention and know it is done. And I want you to just breathe in the crystalline energies of Gaia just for a moment here. And this is going to support us in really receiving and grounding in the codes that are coming through in our physical bodies. We don't just want the codes to be in our light bodies. We want them to be received into the physical. So Gaia is preparing you. She's working at light through your DNA, through your genetics. And there's also a release happening of ancient genetic coding, old stuff that's just being released from your DNA, from your four-body system. This is so awesome just to see this happening. Just feeling beautiful, her light working through you, and just knowing that she is purging and purifying you on this sacred day and this sacred portal. Beautiful. So taking 3 deep breaths here. I receive the crystalline light of Gaia. I open my field to the crystalline love of Gaia. It is safe for me to trust Gaia. So some of you are a little hesitant to trust Gaia because of the trauma that's happened on this planet. So just intend you're connecting with the goddess Gaia, the higher realm, heavenly Gaia. You're connecting with Sophia Gaia, the divine mother that lives within and as Gaia. Good. Not forcing it, but she's just inviting you to embrace her and to embrace Gaia. Because within the crystalline core of Gaia, she actually pulls in star codes. She has the star codes of your ancient origins as a soul. Sirian star codes, Pleiadian star codes, many, many different star codes exist within her crystalline core, her inner star. So this is where we can actually charge up and receive, and we don't actually have to leave this planet to reconnect with our star origins, which is pretty cool. So now, feeling that there's this portal of light that's opening from the core of Gaia, and feel yourself being guided by the Sirian beings of light and all of our masters of light here with us. And you're being guided to the next star, which is Solaris, our sun, our star. Through this portal, you just instantly find yourself connecting into the essence of our sun. Beautiful. So the energy is starting to build now as we start to breathe in and just receiving, connecting with the sun, right? And the frequencies that are for your highest and best. So the sun is very powerful, but we're just knowing that all of our angelic beings here with us are supporting you to find your right place within the sun temple, within the greater temples within the sun. And the right amount of frequency, the right level of frequency that's going to most support you. And just breathing in the sun's energy. Taking a deep breath in, I receive the light codes of our sun. I receive the crystalline activation from our sun. I receive the golden white plasma light, the platinum diamond light of our sun. And now, your primary Sirian guide comes to greet you from within the sun and says, "Beloved, you are ready. The field has been set." Knowing that you actually have different aspects of yourself that are currently still connected into Earth and the sun that are setting the grid, the greater field for you to receive the maximum amount of blessings from Sirius. And so when you're ready, knowing that your higher self is holding you in this greater grid, Earth to sun to Sirius, that the dolphins are grounding us into the earth as we go further into this greater expansive template that reaches far past the earth through the sun and now traveling to Sirius. Feel yourself with your Sirian guide connecting in and going, and we will be going to a beautiful dolphin temple, a blue ray temple in Sirius B. So feel and set your intention to connect in with your Sirian guide and travel now into the waters of Sirius. First, you notice outside of this blue ray temple, this blue ray dolphin temple, these immaculate waters of Sirius. Feel the blue and the diamond codes within these waters and just bathe in these waters here for a moment. This is a very watery planet and place that we have just arrived in. And as you breathe, feel that the starlight of Sirius, Sirius B, is imbued in these waters, and you are literally breathing in the starlight of Sirius B through every cell, atom, electron, through into your light body. And the waters are a really high vibration, and they're a lot less physical than we might know water to be. They are physical, but there's like this higher dimensional energy to this water. And now you notice that there is a dolphin pod, and there's some whales and there's some mermaids in these waters, but there's specifically a dolphin pod coming to greet you. First, sending energy and love towards your heart, towards your cells, towards your DNA, towards your soul. And they're saying, "Welcome back. Welcome back. We're so happy that you decided to come here today." They're just literally ecstatic. They're so happy. And these dolphins know you. They know your soul. And they're so excited to guide you and take you up ahead where this massive, beautiful blue ray temple is. And this is like a blue ray dolphin mermaid temple. It's like, oof, it's so exquisite. It resonates deeply with the sapphire blue of the blue ray. But there's also some silver and some diamond platinum energy. There's even some midnight blue, midnight violet, and some bright, nice light blues. And again, that diamond energy as well. And as you approach this temple, you notice in the center a beautiful, like dolphin mermaid blue ray priestess that is waiting for you inside this temple. And she welcomes you. And as you enter into this temple, you feel the frequency of this sacred. You feel this intense alignment. You have this sense that it's impossible for a lie to be spoken in this place. Like this temple has this sacred geometries of truth, of divine power, of divine will, of divine love, of crystalline clarity and true communication. And it's rearranging your cells and your atoms and your electrons. It's literally just rearranging your being. It's clearing out those old lies, essentially, from the society that we've been living in for thousands of years. It's just releasing and reorganizing you so that you are actually more able to really receive the codes of source, the truth of source, the truth of your soul. Good. And just feel for a moment as just waves and waves of energy flow through you, reorganizing you to align with your soul's divine template. And now the dolphin guides guide you into a beautiful sapphire pool of water. Notice there's many different pools of blue water in this temple, and you're being guided to your perfect sapphire blue pool of water. Go ahead and when you're ready, dive into this pool of water. And notice if the dolphins come and jump in with you, or if this is your own private pool. Whatever feels good, whatever presents itself. And you notice that above you, there's an opening in the ceiling of this temple that directly lets the starlight in. And just keep that in heart for a moment, just knowing that Sirius B and then Sirius A are right above you. You can feel that the Syrian starlight has charged deeply this water, the sapphire blue water that you're in right now. So just go ahead and breathe into the sapphire blue light water. Receiving the blue ray, the blue light into your etheric body, your mental body, your emotional body, your physical body. Receiving the blue ray into your subconscious mind. As you now begin to become aware of the dolphin codes within this water, the songs of the dolphins within this water, and they're beginning to flow into your cells, your DNA, your electrons. Dolphin light codes coming into your root chakra now, up through your feet, through your legs, into your root. Dolphin light codes into your sacral chakra, into your womb or your hara. Notice the dolphins bringing an activation right into your sacral chakra, a diamond light code activation, diamond blue ray activation right into your sacral chakra. Reorganizing your sacral, your womb, your hara to align and harmonize with the divine template of your sacral, your womb, your hara, your soul. Activating your ancient star connection to Sirius, to the creativity of the waters, the light, the sound, and the wisdom of the blue ray and the Syrian blue ray, the Syrian diamond rays. You're also aware of the mermaids of Sirius beginning to weave energy right into your sacral as well. Throughout your whole body, your being. As your mermaid codes are activating and coming online now. And then breathing up these dolphin codes, Sirian codes, Blu-ray mermaid codes, but especially these dolphin codes right up through the spine into the solar plexus. Dolphin, Blu-ray diamond codes, supporting your empowerment in the solar plexus, the opening of your true divine light being shared. And up now into your heart, these beautiful dolphin Blu-ray diamond codes. And you might see other colors and feel other energies. Whatever you're experiencing is perfect. Breathing that into your heart. Filling your heart with these diamond light codes of the dolphins, and just taking a moment to receive any message or energy or feeling that the dolphins are sharing with you at this time in your heart. And then breathing them up into your throat chakra. Blu-ray, dolphin, diamond activation in your throat chakra. I receive the dolphin light codes in my throat chakra. Bringing these dolphin light codes up through your third eye, your pineal gland, your pituitary gland. Letting the dolphins work on these very important glands within the third eye chakra area. Opening your connection to Sirius, star codes, the star support of Sirius. And then when you're ready, feeling your crown, receiving these dolphin diamond light codes, simultaneously your higher chakras, soul star, stellar gateway, also being flooded with these dolphin diamond Blu-ray codes into your crown. And feeling that your whole channel is now, central channel is now being flooded with these star codes. You can feel Sirius B and Sirius A above you, remembering that this temple is open in the ceiling and this star energy is pouring through now down your higher chakras, in through your central channel, in through your whole body, down through your legs and your feet, your arms, your hands, your earth star chakra, your aura, your four body system. I receive the starlight of Sirius now. I receive the starlight of Sirius B now. I receive the starlight of Sirius A now. I request an activation of my Sirian DNA. Breathing here for 3 deep breaths. Requesting that your Sirian soul star family is with you, supporting this receptivity, this activation, this download, this awakening. I receive the starlight of Sirius now. I awaken my innate Sirius wisdom now. I receive from the mermaids, dolphins, and whales of Sirius now. I open my chakras to receive this transmission. And now feeling this energy from above, the starlight energy, from below, the sapphire blue water starlight energy, coming up into your heart, and feel that you have a diamond in your heart now, this blue diamond energy within your heart. And bring this energy that you've been receiving from all around you and bring it into your heart, activating the blue diamond in your heart, the diamond coating in your heart chakra. Taking 2 more deep breaths here. And your Sirian guide comes for us to let you know, all right, beloved, that is enough activation for now. And when you're ready, you can thank this sacred place, thanking it from your diamond heart. Thank the waters, the sapphire blue waters. Thanking the dolphins and the mermaids and the whales and the stars and the priestesses. And intend that as you breathe, you're breathing it into your body, your light body, and you are going to take this energy back to your physical body on earth. That which will most serve you, that which will most support you in coherence. We receive, we bless, and we bring it. Going out of the temple with gratitude and thanks, knowing that you can come back when you are called. And going into the waters with the dolphins, the dolphin pod. And you may notice songs emanating from the Blue Ray Temple, these songs that are directed towards you, these powerful songs, honoring you, giving you energy to support you for the next chapter of your mission on Gaia, your whole life on Gaia. These songs, this power is radiating towards you and through you, thanking you for your service. So proud of you and just supporting you, reminding you that Sirius is here to support you in your mission. These codes, breathing them in, breathing in this divine power. Thanking Sirius and knowing the connection remains open as the dolphins support you, and swimming back now through our sun, through into your body now, on Gaia. Feel yourself grounding into the crystalline core of Gaia. Sending that pillar of light down once more to her crystalline core. Feeling that connection, Sirius to the sun, through your body, down through the pillar of light to the crystalline core of Gaia. Open channel, energy of light, of power, of divinity, of divine love. Grounding it into the crystalline core of Gaia. Fifth dimensional crystalline core of Gaia and above. And when you're ready, taking a deep breath in, just feeling that grounding, receiving back from the crystalline core of Gaia. Feeling this vertical channel open, Earth, Gaia, your body, Sun, Sirius, this vertical channel of light, and you just being a bridge for these energies, a conduit for these energies, to bless all beings, to serve the liberation of all beings, to serve the activation of divine truth and divine will on this planet throughout all time, dimension, space, and reality. Blasting this blue ray energy throughout the grids of Gaia, connecting to the whales and the dolphins and the mermaids here in this tapestry of blue ray diamond power, connected to Sirius, vibrating through time, dimension, space, and reality, the grids of Gaia, blessing all beings, activating the true Sirian light codes on this planet. The water codes, the diamond codes, the heaven on earth codes, the sword of truth codes, the Archangel Michael codes, grids and ley lines. Taking a deep breath in. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here, coming back into the body. Receiving yourself back in. requesting that Gaia now weaves her energy light through your being with your higher self's permission to bring a pristine coherence and integration to all we have received today and all that continues to flow through in this open Sirian gateway. Two more deep breaths. Feeling your body, feeling your root, feeling your legs, feeling your feet, feeling the ground beneath you, feeling your root as an open conduit for light. And taking your time here, feeling yourself grounding back in. When you're ready, there's no rush. Coming back to this space, you're going to likely feel quite open still. So just taking your time, grounding. And when you're ready, returning to this space. If it feels good, just being really aware of your lower body, your root, your hips, your womb, your legs, your feet. Stabilizing these frequencies onto Gaia, into your body. Deep breaths. And if you need to, drinking some water can be very appropriate and supportive at this time. Thank you, Kendra, for being here with us. Okay, beloveds, coming back. And feel free to share in the chat anything that you might want to be witnessed in. If you're on a replay, you can share in the comments on YouTube. Is there any main frequencies that you're aware of right now? Any words, any symbols, any feelings? Feel free to share those in the chat to light ground them into the space. Robin says, Gaia loves us so much no matter what. Thank you for that beautiful message. Yanina says, that was amazing. Thank you, Beth. I feel and see myself as water. My hair, my face, my fingers have become like water. I saw an amazing crystal triangle within me filled with small dolphins. It's like they are dolphin DNA codes. There are so many water codes here. Amazing. I can still feel it. Thank you for sharing. That's beautiful. Sanal says, it was intense and powerful. I felt very thirsty towards the end. Thank you so much, Beth. Yeah, drinking up that water, like really important right now. The water is going to really help us to receive. If you have water with you, if you had water with you for this transmission, it's soaked up all these frequencies. So as we drink, this doesn't look like water. This looks like a really questionable mixture, but it's spirulina and water and lemon juice. Allison says, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. When I arrived at the temple and saw the dolphins, I just started crying tears of joy because it was a coming home. I love that. Annette says, voice channel fully activated. Oh, wow. Yay. Natalie says, best to drink living water. Yes, drink the best water that you can, that you have available for you. But blessing it is going to be so helpful no matter what water that you have available. Annette says, thank you, Beth. Randy says, I didn't feel the dolphins before, but I do now. Your vocalizations are so relaxing and remind me of being home at last. Yay, beautiful. I love that. Can help support you feel the dolphins. Okay, amazing. So in the coming days, the Sirian portal is still open, the Sirian Gateway. So there's a couple pieces that you can bring in to further and keep going with these frequencies. One, spending time in the sunshine today, tomorrow, doesn't matter if it's cloudy. You know now about the alignment, you hopefully can kind of visualize it, and you can just breathe more in that in, be on the earth, ground that. It doesn't have to be long, just setting that intention to keep receiving. Two, I have a free guided meditation on my YouTube channel. I think it's called Sirius Starlight Chakra Activation that I made last year for this gateway. It's free, and you could do that tomorrow if you wanted. You could redo this if you wanted. That's available for you. I really apologize if you ever see ads on my YouTube. YouTube changed its thing within the last year or two that small channels do not have the option to turn ads off. So by the way, if you've ever been on a channel and you're like, why are these ads in the meditation? If you're a small enough channel, which is 95% of the channels on YouTube, 98 I think, we don't have a choice and we don't make any money from the ads. So just so you know, sometimes people see them and sometimes people don't, but keep watching my meditations because eventually I'll have enough watch time that I can take this off and there won't be any ads. But yeah, that's on my YouTube channel as well. Hopefully you don't see any ads because a lot of people don't. And then also I do have a program that I actually am still holding the coupon code open for today. It was just my birthday, and so I offered 34% off. Well, actually both of them. So Medicine Keepers of the Blue Violet Ray, really amazing, supercharged with Syrian codes. Mermaids of the Rose, before this is a course, it's 34% off. Use the code birthday34. Today is the last day. I made it a day longer. I just did a Dolphins of Sirius B meditation from that course before going live, and it was so beautiful. So that course is really amazing for you to have at this time because it has both dolphin and mermaid activations as well as lion activations coming up for the Lionsgate portal. So just know that you have, different options to go out in the sun. I have another meditation on YouTube for you, and if you want to deep dive and be really supported in these codes, use the code birthday34 and go to my website to find that at checkout, and you'll get 34% off, which is a pretty significant discount if you want to really have a lot of support in these frequencies. Okay, so let me look at some of the comments. Lamar Envo says, feeling home. Robin says, I was expecting to feel a throat opening, but most of what I felt was third eye. I'm so glad I could be here with all of you. Amazing. Sarah says, so powerful and calming. Thank you. You're welcome. Michaela says, I returned back to childhood in my memories and realized that the most frequent animal I used to draw was a dolphin. Oh, and my most favorite doll was a mermaid. Wow, but thank you so much for this activation. Yay, thank you. Annette says, yes, Beth's courses are amazing. Thank you. Faiza says, I'm yawning like crazy, which is something that your body does to help you integrate. Helen says, very pure and crystalline frequencies. White Lion's presence. So grateful to Akaria Waters. Oh, you're in Akaria. Are you with Gabby by chance? That brought me here for this activation. Thank you, Beth. Joan, thanks for the hearts. Yanina says, so much flowing in right now. I really needed this. Thank you so much. Yay. Shanna says, I saw an image of me as a little blue being with a blue diamond on my third eye. Yay. Amazing. Okay, so I'll leave that with you. And if you feel guided, you're like, oh, those sound great, Beth, but I'd really love to do a live course with you. In a couple weeks, I have doors opening to my next program. It's going to be 4 weeks, and it's called Temple of the Blue Flame. So we'll be working with blue every week, different aspects of blue, feminine, masculine aspects of blue. We're going to be bringing in the Pleiadian energies. We're going to be bringing in blue rose energies. We're going to be doing a Sword of Truth activation with Archangel Michael. So that's also coming up in the next couple weeks. If you're seeing this live or close to live, that you can also dive into if you want to dive deeper. So Sasha says, powerful as always. Thank you. Paula says, thank you, Beth. I feel empowered and aligned more with the Blu-ray now. Yay! Sarah says, that sounds amazing. Amazing. Well, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you spending this time with me and trusting me to take you on a journey. So honored. You are all such powerful souls. So thank you so much for your service. Thank you so much for your light. and enjoy the rest of the Sirian Gateway. So happy that we were able to activate together. And yeah, thanks for all your thank yous. Oh, Natalie says, can you share a bit more about your mermaid course you mentioned? Okay, so Mermaids of the Rose is a course that's based on a lineage that I've seen, that no matter where you're from in the galaxy, that the mermaid beings, the water beings, dolphin beings, would come through Sirius to prepare for their time on Gaia, and also just because Sirius is really cool. So we'd go to Sirius, and then we would go to Venus to study further in the mystery schools of love, and to really drop into the Venusian frequencies. Venus is another place that souls prepare for their time on Earth. The proximity to Earth allows souls to adjust to the density of the frequency of Earth, or not always the density, just the specific codes of the frequency on Earth, because Earth also has very, very high frequencies too, depending on what dimension you find yourself in, what time frame. And then coming to Lemuria, and journeying into Lemuria. So Mermaids of the Rose is for those beings who feel a connection to Sirius, Venus, and Lemuria, and just feel intuitively that there is something going on there. And so we go through Sirius, we travel through Sirius. I recorded it when I was in Moorea, French Polynesia, swimming with the humpback whales there, which is actually on my Venus line. And it was on during the Lion's Gate in Venus, there was like a really intense alignment of Venus. I forget exactly what it's called. So I was like literally like I was like I have to, it was like this download is coming through, and I was like feverishly channeling this, like staying up till midnight recording meditations. I just had to get this through. And yeah, so you have a module of Sirius, a lot of different meditations with Sirius, Venus, and Lemuria. There are video teachings in there, but the course is kind of more designed to be a really guided meditation journey. So you can watch the videos for an hour about per module or less, and then you have these guided meditations that you get to go through to really anchor in the frequencies and to activate. So yeah, that's Mermaids of the Rose. Again, use the code birthday34 if that's really appealing to you. And I think right now it's only like $266 with the discount. I shouldn't say only, I know it's all relative, but it's quite on a discount right now. So I'll keep that open, I think, for a couple of days, because people were emailing me like really last minute, like really last minute. And I was like, okay, guys, like, I will allow it. Helen says, no, I'm not with Gabby physically, but connected in spirit. Okay, cool. Allison says, thank you. Elena says, thank you. Brianna says, I received very crystalline pastel rainbow frequencies and feel very connected to my Sirian template. Your vocal guest felt so aligned with the dolphins. Thank you so much, Beth. Yay, gratitude. Sanal says, how is Orion connected to all these? I know Orion is deeply connected to ancient Egypt. I have not spent basically any time connecting into Orion, so I'm not the person to ask that. All right, my loves. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Again, thank you for your service. Enjoy the Sirian Gateway, and hopefully I'll see you soon in some capacity. Bye, loves.